you picked the name yet?
Yeah.
So what's the name of the next album?
The name of my kid.
Oh my God! You see the Big Friday show.
That's another thing.
Oh my God!
You,
we would keep anticipating. Do you want him to spill more beans?
Yeah. So
my God.
You're pretty young, right?
Yeah.
And like you said, it's the name of your kid. So what's that like? What's that journey like?
My kid can be anyone, you know.
No, I mean like having a family outside of music, like love, having a child, all of that kind of thing. How's it like? But does it feel new? Because obviously it's new, but does it feel new?
Yeah.
And do you feel blessed? Are you happy about it? All of that.
Sure, I am.
I can see you smiling. You guys need to see him smiling.
It's a new world for me. More experience from it. You know, more kind of music that comes from that kind of.
So that's a different inspiration.
Yeah. So.
Cool stuff. Amazing, Mohbad. It has been an extreme great time experience with you right here on the Big Friday show, Mohbad.
Yeah.
For everybody listening right now, Mohbad has a new EP out there. It's called The Blessed.
When the opportunity came to sit down with this man, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to ask anybody about him. I'm going to ask him all the questions I want to ask him. He's right in front of me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohbad is in the building. What's up, my brother?
I'm good, bro.
First of all, I'm vexing for you, but you know what?
I beg, no vex. Sorry.
How you doing? What have you been up to these days? You know, aside making good music and timeless music, what are you watching? What are you listening to?
I'm listening to my whole self and, you know, exploring more movies and all.
You don't listen to anybody else apart from yourself?
I do, but lately, just listening to my whole music.
Good stuff. So what are you watching these days?
Nigerian movies.
Yeah.
American movies.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyone in particular?
There are a lot. I think I can't remember anyone now because, you know, I have a lot in my head. So.
All right, that's dope. All right, let's start with your stage name, Mohbad. You know, that's worldwide. Everybody knows that. Where did Imole come from?
Imole came by myself for like alone. Like, you know, I just love the name Imole.
Okay.
Because right from going to church.
Yeah.
We used to have, I don't know what we call it then, like whenever we are done with prayer, we used to say Oba Imole.
Yeah.
So there was a time I did a cover of a song like that. It was like kind of a Christian song. So I had to put Oba Imole in the intro. Then after, people started calling me Imole already.
And it's soothing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Then right now Imole is my name.
It's dope. Still
it's going.
Yeah, it's going, man. All right, so I know I've heard a couple times that, you know, your dad inspired you, you know, making music. He sings as well.
Yeah.
When are you featuring Popsy? I'm just gonna ask you point blank.
I have a couple music with him, like couple songs. I have like 2 or 3 songs with him, but I'm still thinking maybe my album. I'm not just ready.
Yeah.
Once I'm ready.
That's fine. Take your time, brother. You have a new project out right now. Obviously, that's why you're here. It's out across all streaming platforms. It's called Blessed.
Yeah.
Tell me about the project. Why is it called Blessed?
The project, checking about my own particular self at the moment, you know, based on the past and the present, you know, I feel like, okay, what can I define myself as at the moment? Then think around, and I feel like I am blessed because it's not been easy, like doing this for like about 4 or 5 years now. I was still here banging.
That's way down.
We're blessed.
You're blessed. Blessed. I'm blessed as well.
Yeah.
All right, so you have only 2 features on the project, Bella and Zlatan.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your relationship with those 2 guys. I understand you and Zlatan have history. You know, he's from Ikorodu as well.
Yeah.
But talk to me about your relationship in recent times.
And Zlatan is a good guy. He reach out to me when I don't even expect him to reach out, you know, and I respect that. And we linked up, we recorded this song. The song was actually for him, and I told him, I want this song.
Yeah.
He gave it to me.
Wow.
Know. I felt like, okay, it's my guy.
Yeah.
So we continue linking up as a family, as a friend.
Yeah, that's dope. That's absolutely dope. What about Bella?
Bella is my party. Is my guy.
You guys are very, very close.
Yeah, very, very close. You know, in terms of music, friendship, like in general. Yeah, we see almost like maybe in 2 days.
Yeah.
We didn't see in 2 days, maybe once in a week.
That's absolutely dope. Yeah. And you know, I've had my own one-on-one with Bella. We actually share the same name. My name is Biola.
Okay, Biola. Yeah.
So he's actually dope. All right, let's talk about the producers on the project. You know, I noticed that you worked with about 7 different producers.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, talk to me about it. How do you, what's your creative process like? How do you pick the producers that you want to work with?
What happened is each of the producers have their own sound.
Yeah.
And me, I don't base on the sound.
Yeah.
So I want to tap from different sounds. So when I know you're good at this, okay, come, let's do this. Okay, you are good at Afro. Okay, gospel Afro. Okay, I'm a piano. So I just link up with each of them.
Yeah.
And we call it a song. So I'm not a one person guy.
Yeah. That's absolutely dope. All right. Yeah. One name that stands out amongst all the producers is Nifkiz. You know, you guys have history together. Talk to me about, your relationship with Nifkiz.
Nifkiz, the relationship started from when
The easy way to give your body what it demands. Try DS24 multivitamin D.
Got it.
So, sorry, at least we have heard from this interview his response to the questions. Most importantly, 2 things stand out for me. And number 1, he's a church boy. And we can't say going to church is bad. That is the way he was trained by the father, and I think it's a good thing for a child, to be trained in the way of the Lord. And secondly, is the role the father plays in his life. The father is the mentor to this boy, and he mentored him on the type of music he should, sing. And you also contributed, to guiding him on, some lyrics and things like that. And from what he said, when they asked him about the father, and maybe the father was also a musician or something, he said yes. That is father-to-child relationship. They are the ones that live together. We are all external bodies in this case. He said the father has been singing, and he had, sung with him a couple of times, only that he's yet to bring those music out. So who are we to now come out to castigate somebody that the son holds in high esteem? This is not the only interview where he mentioned the role the father played in his life. There is also another one where he specifically stated that his father prays for him. And I raised this question yesterday. How many of our children can actually vouch for their fathers, that their father is there praying for them? Their father is there supporting them. Their father is there as a mentor. How many of us, how many of our children can vouch, for the fathers? And if we see somebody who holds his father in high esteem, I believe that is the way we need to also approach that person. Yoruba say, so I'm not looking elsewhere to validate this man. I have only looked into the son, who is the person in question, and who is the person we are actually fighting for. So this is my basis. Thank you. This is my own basis for standing for him and supporting his father. This guy has never ever, for a child or for Mohbad to have a deep thought at a point for him to now come out and apologize to his father, knowing fully well that his father, he actually said, my father is a pastor. He said it. So who am I to now start arguing? He's not a pastor, he's not a prophet. The child says the father is a pastor. That is enough for me to take it up. That absolutely I will go with what you have said about your father. Now, for him to come out and say his father is a pastor, he must have seen the way the father has been behaving in the house, the way or probably the responsibility of what the father does in the church, and how he has been training them. And a typical example is what happened that Baba narrated, that the first time Mohbad brought about 300,000 to the house, the father questioned him, despite the fact that the family was in dire need of money, they had nothing to eat, there was nothing of such an amount of money ever coming into that house. But instead of the father to be carried away, that the father stood his ground that no, you have to tell me where this money is from. And it was only at the point where Mohbad convinced the father that this is what he did. The father still didn't agree. The father still did not agree. So, because, and why will a man who doesn't, who his condition shows that he's financially not too buoyant, will see such an but still stand his ground that I want to know. You should know that he holds the family name, he holds his own integrity up there. It's not the issue of money. Now, and even at that, according to him, the father didn't say bring money. When the father even saw that the boy has been started buying maybe a TV or something in the house, he said, before you finish this money, let us take some portion of this money. Let us go to the church. Let us offer a sacrifice to God. Let us buy a piano or a keyboard, and let us take it to God with the belief, based on his belief, that in as much as anytime they play this keyboard, the sound will go all over. And it was actually more of a prophetic thing that he did into, let me say a prophetic seed that he sowed into the life of his child at that point, for him to be able to carry out that spiritual exercise. Tí ohun kìíní ìbá ń lọ kí òkìkí ọmọ tòun náà kó kàn káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. That is a father. This is a man, I will keep saying it, that was able to raise a global star from trenches. This is a man that was able to raise a global star from nothing. He deserves the accolade. Nobody is perfect in this world. Millionaires too make mistakes, but we don't talk about it. But why is it that when the poor make a mistake, we explode it as if they have committed the biggest sin in the world? Ẹni tó bá lówó tó bá tọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀, ọrẹ ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run lórí, ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tí ó láti ní ìkọ̀síkọ̀sí tó ti ra ká láti ní ìkọ̀síkọ̀sí tó ń gáìdì ọmọ yẹn pé ọjọ́ kan ó máa dáa fún ọmọ ẹ̀. A man that has believed that in the future of his child is a man. Is not a man that will throw away the child with the mother and say, but this is a man that stood firm that no, I know that ọjọ́ kan ó máa dá fún ọmọ yẹn. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti dá fún ọmọ, ó ti dá fún bàbá. That is why you see Baba, he's just there. He believes that once his child is making it, it's just that fulfillment. Oúnjẹ mélòó ni bàbá fẹ́ jẹ at his age? Ẹran mélòó ló fẹ́ jẹ? It is the joy you see when you see this, when your children succeed. That is really, really what brings happiness to our parents. It is not the what you buy for them. Ìdùnnú àti ọkàn pé Ọlọ́run ṣe ìyá yóò lọ gbé nínú ìdílé yìí. This is a man. This is a man that the child has vouched for and said, no, I know my father is praying for me. This is a man that, the son apologized to, knowing fully well that he has gone astray. He has moved away from the path that his father placed him. This is a child that came back to his senses like the Omoni Nokuno, the prodigal son, and said, no, I have gone astray. Let me go back to my father and apologize to him and tell him, Daddy, I am sorry. What else? If this man was worthless, if this man never deserved, any respect from his son, this child will never come back to his mind and say, let me apologize to my father. So are we now saying that this man has just changed overnight? Ṣé ọmọ tó ti bá bàbá ẹ̀ gbé láti day 1 títí day 26 kó tó pa ẹ́ tó jáde tó kọ orú orin yẹn? Ṣé àwa fẹ́ sọ pé overnight nísìn ni bàbá ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ wá change wa ni? So what I'm just trying to say, I just want us to look at it from Mohbad's perspective. Oríṣiríṣi narrative ló wà níta of people that doesn't even know them, just to castigate and bring them. But me, my own attention is, I will focus on Mohbad as a person. I will focus on what he says about the father, and that enough is okay. Justification for this justice. Thank you so much. So the music, I hope you have others, so we'll come up and talk about it later. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, my dear. Yes. Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà, oyè Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, mo kí gbogbo ilé o, mo kí gbogbo ilé o láti Kẹ̀délẹ̀ o, a kú ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ o. Ẹ jẹ́ mute kí máa gbọ́ lọ. Ẹ ṣé o, thank you. Ẹ ṣé.
Lady IOS, in fact, indeed you are a writer. Indeed, you are a writer. Thank you for that wonderful submission. I so much enjoyed it. God bless you. I learned a lot from it.
So much.
Thank you so much. God bless
you. You guys can buy our moment book on Amazon. Go to the end by our mommy Oluwaseun, Lady IOS.
Okay, you just want me to talk about it. Okay, the main thing you will learn from this book, you are going to learn a whole lot about some of the things that are going on in our societies that we can use to educate our children. So it is more of taking some lessons from the animals, especially chickens, and looking at the similarities with humans, and how can we adopt some of the strategies to make a better society. We can learn about organization. Let's bring that into our lives. We can learn about embracing our own personality. In the society that we are now, you see, a whole lot of people don't even know who they are. They are lost, in the crowd. They want to become like somebody else, and forgetting the fact that God has created each and every one of us to be unique. We are completely different. So these are the things we need to start bringing back into our society. Yes, if I can admire you if you are doing great. I can see you as a role model. That is not a problem. But I don't need to forget my own self while I am looking up to a mentor. I need to be able to rediscover my own self and stand strong and support and make myself a better person in life. So that is is more of a book where there is a whole lot of things you will learn, to be sincere, and I would appreciate it. It's not the money really, but I really want to see how we can change narratives in the society. I really want to see how we can change narratives in the society. And that is what we need at the moment. We are now at a time where our youths are carried away. Our youth, they don't know who they are. They don't know what they can stand for. They are not ready to stand, as a person to stand. They don't know that they have a voice, as a person. Let us begin to trigger this. Let us begin to encourage them and motivate them to use their voice positively to change the society. They should not lose track of who they are, whether they are disabled or whether they are, having any form of challenges. We are all unique as a person, as a lady, as a man, as a boy, as a girl. This is the time. I used to like this Bob Marley song. He said, "Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Stand up for your right. A sealed mouth is a sealed destiny." Thank you.
Hey, Carol. Good morning, everybody. Onile. Mama Oyolorun. Aussie girl, Justice, Mama Kutono, and winners, and our one and only. I don't know what name to give this lady. I'm still thinking about it, but I'll just say Lady iOS. Thank you very much for being among us. I'm very happy. All my life, I've always liked to be around people that I can learn a lot of stuff from, and this is a very rare opportunity. We have somebody that we can be proud of. I can tell everybody, I can challenge them to produce their own A-list personality on their platform. So that's why we are different here. We have people that we can be proud of. Thank you very much, Lady iOS. So, I wasn't even ready to come online. I was just listening. I said, let me stay away and let other people do the talking today. But when she came up and started, I love everything about her. That's very good. At least we have a genuine PhD in our midst. So, I don't know. And Mama Oyolorun, you're back.
Good morning, Mr. Local. I'm back. How are you?
What do you have for us today? I was watching one clip from some platform. That was a very, very toxic video. I've never had. I can't even imagine people, saying that nasty things about Mr. Joseph Aloba. Well, that's the one.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody on this platform. See, people will talk based on their perspective, based on what angle they want to approach issues. But I don't think it's good for us to be giving any relevance to them. Let them say it wherever they are. But I want it to be that anytime people come on this platform, they hear the other side of the story. Let us just be hitting the other side. Let them be doing whatever they don't. Let us bring it here at all. Please. Let us be focused on the positive side of this justice. Let us just be focused. We don't need it. It is draining, and I don't know how to say it, but we don't really need it. We know what we believe in. Nǹkan téèyàn bá mọ̀ tó bá gbé lọ́wọ́ kó dì í mú ṣinṣin. Kó dì í mú ṣinṣin, kó dẹ̀ wà focused. I'm sorry if I don't really love the dragging and stuff. Let Onikaluku go shape, but only shape. Ọlọ́run ló reward oníkálùkù fún iṣẹ́ tó wá ṣe. And once we know that we are in the right path, let us just follow it strictly and be focused. It might be known, that is just my own way of thinking.
Yeah, that's right. You said it all. Because for now, we don't really need all those things. We should concentrate and focus and, depart from all these, I will call it nonsense. So let's focus and have peace of mind and do something better. Although I didn't start with you, but the little I heard from Our Lady, I think it's a big lesson for us. And this is the way we should try and to emanate. I don't know. Maybe if we continue in this way, things will change for better. All that gospels should be, reduced and let people know that we can't gain in all those things. We should do something better. I do appreciate the lady IOS, for the good job you've been doing. I love it. And may Almighty God continue to be with you and give you more wisdom and understanding. I would like to have one of the book. If you can, I don't know where to get it, if you can tell us. And also, we shouldn't forget our culture as well, our language, and the way we expect people, to treat us, so we should treat them the same way. I love you, and I thank every one of us for moving and focusing on good things. God continue to help us. Thank you, everyone. And I really love to be on this platform. I really love it because I don't want any depression, any stress, which can lead to stress that can lead to depression. We need our health. The year is going to an end. We need to focus and ask ourselves, am I going to continue like this? If I rewind what I've been doing from January, is there any way I've gone wrong? How can I rectify my mistake? Because if you don't answer them, then they won't have anything to do, no content for them. And I pray, and I'm sure that we will get this justice, no matter what. It can take time, but we will get it. We are getting there. We are moving. No retreat, no surrender. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ma. So it's an ebook at the moment. So it is available on Amazon. So once you just type, go to the end, you'll be able to get it on Amazon. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, Ma.
Okay, thanks for that. All right, I'll get one. Thank you.
And I will appreciate your feedback, Ma. Even maybe on this platform, I will appreciate your feedback on it. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. What's the name again? All right, I will try and screenshot, and I will put it on my platform as well. Thank you.
Please, can we talk about the DNA?
If someone is asking the question on the comment section, can you answer them? Because I don't really know as well. I joined you in the middle of, of your conversation.
Okay. Oh, like I said, I am into animal behavior, and we study the behavior of animals to understand what they are going through. Maybe they are in pain, or they are suffering, or or whether they are in a good condition. So, having spent several years doing this work as a researcher, I realized that there are some lessons that we human beings can learn from the animal kingdom. We all know that. So I was able to write this book to point attention to similarities between humans and animals in some key areas, and how we humans can also learn to improve ourselves. So it's coming from the perspective of human experience, animal behavior, the way the animals react, and how can we pick key lessons from it to improve ourselves, to improve our society. So that is what the book is about. So you don't have to be a scientist before you understand. I actually wrote it because my target audience was the general public. So you don't have to be a science student, or even if you don't have interest in animals. Once you read it, you have a glimpse of what happens and how this relates to you as a human being, and also how some of these lessons can help you, improve yourself. How can you identify your personality? How can you stand as a person? What are those traits that you need to look out for as a young lady? Even if you're looking out for who do I want to marry? I talked about some things like that. I talked about parenting. So there are a whole lot of topics that I brought into this book. So it's what is it called? The music. Sorry, I don't have my internet. But the music, if you read underneath, you can just read the review. Can you please read the review for us? There is a review written under the book. Can you please read it? I don't have my laptop beside me. Yeah, please, you can just read it. Thank you. There's a review underneath.
Top is it from Germany. John Shobola, learning from one of my closest friends, the end revealed. The human culture and behavior has changed over many years. First of all, the end has always been close to man for thousands of years, but they have managed to retain their innate characteristics. First of all, it is thrilling to see how much humans can learn from the end, especially from the behavior point of view. First of all, the author makes us see the wisdom that surrounds us in nature. Very, very great read for deep thinkers, lovers of nature, planet, and animal advocates. So let me this review is from John Shobola. I think it's only one review.
I think there's another one, but yeah. So it has you will always get a lesson. You can't read it without her going, something to pick from, to see how you can, change yourself or change somebody close to you. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity.
And you can also follow our YouTube channel. The Animal Behavior. You can follow our YouTube Animal Behavior. You can subscribe to our
Yeah, okay. It's good we have Mr. Local. It's good we have Mommy Oyolong here and maybe others that are abroad. And, you know, at one point or the other, I've seen people come up on this platform to talk about how people care for their pets, care for their animals.
I'll be back in the next 10 minutes. I just need to do something downstairs. So in case you guys don't know, I'll be back in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, so let me just ask before I go on. Mommy Oyolong, can you, from your experience where you are, can you just say a few things about the way people treat their animals before I go on? Just to be sure we're on the same page.
Well, to be honest, as for me, I don't really think that. Don't let me say what is not for, but I didn't have any animals, but because even if I see cats around me, I have to chase it away. Excuse me. So I don't really.
No, this is not what I'm trying to say. No, I understand your own perspective. I'll come to that. But talk about other people now. Talk about other people. What do you see other people do? I'll pick both of them and address it.
Well, what can I say? I know from abroad, people really cherish animals. They can even go to any lengths to protect them, to feed them, and to relate to them as their some people are like husband, wife, kids. Some people really love them. It's not that I don't really like them, but
I understand. I will come back to it.
You understand me?
I understand.
Back home we don't really.
I know what you're talking about.
Even dogs in some areas they kill them and eat them.
Yeah. So thank you.
I hope you understand me because I don't want to use the bad language or something that will trigger something.
No. I understand you now. I understand you.
Okay, yeah.
So, Mr. Local, do you want to unmute and say something briefly about this?
Sorry, can I quickly say something before?
Okay, Bonile, yeah, please.
So, Mr. Local, yesterday we pay a man the video. Fortunately, the bush around the man's house has been cleared. And now, this is where the man stays. The bush has been cleared. So please, maybe you can continue talking, or you want me to continue doing the video and
which man? Only please. Sorry. Good morning.
This is where he stays.
Who are you talking about, please? Because I wasn't here yesterday.
And I don't know, that has served the community, and presently he is helpless, and he's staying alone, no wife. I don't know, sir. No wife, nothing. And people said if I can get to the man that they want to help him. Sir. Ekaro, mo sọ̀rọ̀ yín lórí platform kan tí mo wà ní àná. Wọ́n pe platform yẹn ní The Music, sir. So a kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan làwa sọ̀rọ̀ yín. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn jọmọ́rọ̀ mi ni mo fi dálẹ̀, kàn ṣe pé mo kàn déédéé dá ọ̀rọ̀ yín sílẹ̀. So bí àwọn àgbàlagbà bọ́n ṣe ti ṣiṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ wípé old age kò sí nǹkan tíjọba ń ṣe fún wọn láti ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ńlá sọ débẹ̀. So mo wá sọ the last time tí mo wá síbí bóyá bíi 2 weeks ago condition tí mo bá yín nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ká mi mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ nígbà yẹn 5,000 naira má bínú pé mo ń sọ ni mo kó fún yín tí mo sọ pé màá tún padà wá but unfortunately mi ì lè padà wá but láàárọ̀ yìí sìn wọ́n ní kí n padà wá pé àwọn fẹ́ rí yín so that àwọn á lè ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ kan tàbí ìkejì. So bàbá náà ni gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo sọ ní àná ibi báyìí ni ibi tó ń gbé.
Mr. Onile.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ejo, I would have suggested.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am. On down.
Just hold on a bit for the music to come, so you can put you on the big screen. And hold on, let the music come, so you can put you on the big screen. Then, secondly, I thought that at least you should first interact with that man before placing him on camera, please. I think his consent is needed in this case. You need to first talk to him about it before placing him on camera. And hold on for the music to come and put you on big screen.
It's like the man know about it. He have already told the man that he's going to put it on camera.
Okay, then it's better to have him on big screen, or what do you think? Should he continue?
Like you said, man, the man, Baba was aware. He's not aware that I will be putting him on camera. You are very right. So I should have informed him so that it won't just be that I just come around.
Do that first. Thank you. So while you are doing that, and while you
are okay, on our mind.
Mr. Onile, Emma Bino, just hold on a bit with the man. You can mute.
Okay.
Hold on a bit. Speak to him. If he needs to, dress up and cover up some things, let him do that. This is a social, Then wait for the music to place you on the big screen, so everybody will be able to see him well. And also, the music needs to share this to, those people, because I remember HRH lady was actually the one that wanted this man to be here. So we need to bring her on the platform, you understand, before we can, start everything. If those that actually were here yesterday and wanted to say are not yet here, then I don't know how we are going to solve it. So just hold on a bit. You speak with the man in the background while when the music comes, he can now put you on big screen, and let's see how we can get HRH, to come. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right,
thank you.
I got it.
So I think we need to get people's consent before we just place them on camera. The mere fact that they are vulnerable doesn't mean that they don't have their own rights on their own. Condition, it could be just one condition. No, we still need to respect them as a person. So it might be no.
Thank you. Good suggestion.
So let me now go back to what we're discussing. I just want him to be on the right place and with the right people. So it's not that we just, So back to the question, ma. I realize what you're saying. Our background plays a significant role in the way we approach our animals. For example, most Africans, we have some taboos, we have some things not to suffer about some animals, and this has made us to develop some kind of fear or phobia for those animals, especially the cats. When they say Aloba yagba, things like that, we all know what it means. We attribute witchcraft to cats. We attribute some things, some bad things to some animals, and we have lived in that kind of environment, in that kind of culture. And even as we grow with it, we find that we hate those animals, and there's nothing we can do about it, except we begin to change our mentality to see the other perspectives of this animal. So I understand when you spoke about, your reaction of, when you see things like that. I also have that kind of feeling, but it's something I'm working intentionally on, to break loose from such kind of phobia based on cultural perspective or cultural background. And that is why you see that even most people of African origin, when they are in diaspora, they you will see mostly they don't have pets, and it's because we still live on with these things that we have been brought up with. And of course, that is an area I want to look into if I have opportunities to do research in that. So, but what I'm trying to say is that animals are we call them non-human animals because they have their own life to live, and if we take time to look at them, they also provide some emotional support on what that they keep pets. It is a win-win scenario. We humans too, we have some things that we can benefit from having animals around us. There are some emotional support. There are a whole lot of things that comes with it. So it's not that they just want to be keeping pets, but they know that having them around them, for some, especially those who are lonely, you know how it is, it's a source of companionship to them. And, it also encourages them to be physically active. They have to walk these animals, in the evening, they have to take them out for a walk. So while you are taking your animal for a walk, yourself, you are also doing some physical exercise. So the relationship between humans and animals, goes beyond just what we see. Most times we just think that these animals are there, especially the farm animals that should be Kpai Jenny. No, it goes beyond that. We need to look beyond that and see what other things, what other benefits can we really get from,
My sister, don't forget back home.
Yeah.
Tabari tí àwọn ọmọ bá yàgbà bọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan ní àwọn area kan gbò. That means they are, trying to call them to come and eat it. You understand?
Ṣe wo orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? So wọ́n ń pe ajá kó wá jẹ ìgbẹ́ ọmọ àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìgbẹ́ tán bá jẹ sílẹ̀ òun ló máa jẹ́ ló máa la.
So all these things now. Yeah. So these are things that we need to change. Yes. We need to change. And the earlier we do this, the better, especially when we have children growing up. Studies have shown that children that grow up with pets or animals, they are more empathetic in nature because they have the responsibility of caring for their pets. They know that they have to either feed them, play with them. So it makes their mind to be more soft and kind. And it's over that in like even animal Kosini is very, very difficult for that person to grow up and become somebody who will be violent in the society. So that is what is I don't want to go too much into the sciences, but the thing is, if you have seen even our grandfathers, our babawa lokongbanye, Thomas fear that they wear things in, you will see them calling them different names. They give them names as well because the closer they have this relationship with them, they know that there is more to learn from them. So the music, are you back? The music. Okay.
I don't think it's back. And as you've been saying, I can see an estimated percentage when US, like 65 of household have pets.
Yeah.
And they said there's nothing compares to the joy of coming home to a loyal companion. It means the unconditional love of a pet can do more than keeping them as a company.
Yeah. So of course,
I can see someone nearly died and the dog come to his rescue.
Yes.
To help that man. If not for that dog, I think that man will die. On that day.
Mommy, do you know that we have some animals that are called there are some people who are on animal assisted therapy? Do you know that there are some people that depend on animals to help them live their normal life?
Of course. I remember this one of our MPs here. What is his name again? I don't know. I forgot his name now. He's a blind man.
Yeah, are you in UK?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that one as well. That's He's
Yeah.
very close. He's doing the Tony Blend.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot
Yes,
his
he's a
name
blind
now.
man. That dog used to help him to locate his
Oh.
way. Yeah. I forgot his name as well. Yeah.
I forgot his name. I don't know. I don't know why.
So they are service dogs, they are animal assisted therapy. Even there are some children, maybe some children with some disabilities, maybe outreach, what is
They really play an important role, in many people's lives.
So that is why we should.
They will train them even at the airport.
Yes,
they will use them to catch all those
sniff
drug and terrorists.
Animals is very important in our life. We just underestimate them, what they can do.
And one interesting thing is that some animals can even perceive when natural disaster is
Thank
coming.
you, Ayukoto. Thank you.
Let me also talk about this. There are some
Can you read the name now?
Blanket.
Yeah.
I'll try to Google it.
Yes.
There are some animals that can even perceive cancerous cells in humans.
Oh.
Yes, because they have been trained to do that. There are some animals that can perceive that natural disaster will soon happen in a place. For instance, maybe if it's a tornado or hurricane, they would have perceived it because their whole senses is, they have their own sense organ. They can pick a whole lot of things. So some animals can perceive it several days even before that disaster strike. So if we are able to understand this, and it will help save humans as well, because once you see that they have changed or these animals have started migrating from an area, then you know that something is likely very soon going to happen, and this will help to save human beings that fall victim of these natural disasters. So we have a whole lot to benefit.
They will train them to detect things like seizures and animals. They can also be using, you said it, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical rehabilitation as well. All right, to help patients recover. I didn't know that.
So,
interesting.
Yeah. So, if you please, if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, I'm picking those topics one by one so that we can also learn, because I know most people are not.
The benefits of pets for women health.
Yes. So those are the topics that I used to coin the videos and put out there so that we can learn.
Okay. I used to be on YouTube as well, just like having a break, because I'm trying to teach or say something about Yoruba language on YouTube. So because I had an experience with the let me say it's in Yoruba. Àwọn ngbà tí àwa kọ́kọ́ dé ibi báyìí, a kó ọmọ lọ sí ilé nani ni outside London. Kò sí àwọn tí à ń rí nowadays pé babysitter or something, all those things. So we have to go to outside London and pay them maybe once in a week or once in a month. We go there and see them, we communicate, and maybe Christmas they will come down, and New Year we go down and to see them. So my son, the first one, forgot that language totally, and he was asking me, Mom, why can't I speak Yoruba again? I was like, even though we can't speak good English, but we still say, we want them to, know how to speak English properly, to sound like, But later I realized that it is I don't know, like, to me now, shame on us, shame on me. You understand? They can hear us, a little bit, but they can't speak Yoruba. So and I decided, I'm going to continue to read Yoruba. Èmi gan ò gbọ́, mi ò mọ̀ kà lọ títí, but I can try my best. From there, I'm again one or two things in banker. So my YouTube, Àjọkẹ́ Adéyọlọ́run, the program is called Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
Okay, ma. Ẹ sẹ́ndì kí ni sí mi mà mọ́mì.
Okay,
ma. Promote ma.
So mo rí pé mi ò ní èrò púpọ̀, but kò mátà ló yẹ kí n continue. But
Esma, ṣé kò dẹ́rù ní pé ẹ bá ṣe fídíò pẹ̀lú Yorùbá lórí YouTube, ẹ máa ní views dàwọn tó ń ṣe ní English lọ.
Mo ń ṣe, if you go there now, wàá rí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti ṣe, even nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀, I don't want to change this conversation to something else. Igboho, Yoruba Nation and all that, But now I think I'm getting my strength back. Maybe I will start again doing something, or continue. Let me say, use that language to continue.
Is music pivot back, please?
Yes, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back.
So to continue doing it,
right.
And thank you anyway. Let me give Onile a chance to say something.
Yeah.
I am at the man's place now. The man we agreed that I should visit yesterday.
Yes.
So maybe you put me in a big screen.
Big screen. Yes.
And maybe you need to contact the people that you need to contact so that they will come around.
Okay. No problem.
Most of the money.
This and we need to go on with
I think you should share, pín program yìí tí àwọn tẹ́yìn náà bá mọ̀. Àwọn irú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń pín lọ́dọ̀ Mr. Lati. Irú àwọn èèyàn náà ẹ pín lórí kíní.
The music, elle invite HRH, ma. Elle invite on, in case of our available.
Want to know, anything to offer, yeah.
You can record it and share to her.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Latin engage money.
Mr. Lati, it's to time because time what to change. So what you are now behind is in Nigeria. So after 11 now, you are insane. 81 after 12. So Mr. Lati will come later, I think.
So Onile,
yeah, one mile you can't just delay me, yes. Okay. So ìgbà tí ma fi dé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn, oko tí mo ní ó kún yẹn, wọ́n ti rí àwọn èèyàn tó bá wọn ró. So wọ́n ti ro oko yẹn already. So this is where he stays. I think I did while I am coming in.
Okay,
sir.
Okay.
So this is the.
Okay, bàbá ní àbí. Kí làwọn nǹkan tí bàbá wa ní báwo ló ṣe ń jẹun?
Bàbá ní.
Báwo ló ń take care? Ẹ káàárọ̀ sà. Ẹ wá sà bàbá o.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Agójúmọ́ sà. Agójúmọ́ sà.
Ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ ni sà.
Yes, sir. Ẹ ti láwọn ọmọ tuntun sà. Kíkẹ́ fọkànbalẹ̀ sà. Ẹ ti láwọn ọmọ tuntun. Ẹ ti láwọn ọmọ tuntun. Tọ́lọ̀ ti pèsè fún bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà. Kíkẹ́ fọkànbalẹ̀ sà. Ẹ ti láwọn ọmọ àwọn tó máa tọ́jú yín kalẹ̀. Ebi ò tún ní pa yín wọn, ìyà ò ní jẹ yín mọ́ máa sà. So onílé ẹ bèrè àwọn kan tó need.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àwa tá à sí ń bí lánàá ṣẹ́ lè kàn yan díẹ̀ nípa nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ wọn ń kọ́ nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Okay, ya onílé ṣàlàyé pa wọn.
Ní àná gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ ní àná à ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan lórí platform bí kí ìjọ ṣe ìtọ́ àgbà tí àgbà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní agbára àti ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. So sometimes last week or so mo look àdúgbò ìrí so I have to come around for his burial. So nígbà tí mo dé bí mo wá yà lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi ò dùn níwájú Ọlọ́run àtẹ̀yàn 5,000 ló ká mọ́.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ni bàbá ṣe jẹ́
mo dẹ̀ ṣèlérí wípé mo máa padà wá. Èmi ń gbé ládùúgbò àwọn ń ṣe àwọn ló security àpá ṣùgbọ́n tí wọ́n lè ní ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ wọn lórí platform yìí pé bàbá kan gan wà tí mo mọ̀.
Wọ́n má bọ̀ rí àwọn máa ṣàlàyé fún yín ẹ má bọ̀ ṣàlàyé fún yín ṣẹgbọ́.
Ẹ bá ń gbọ́ tán pé
onílé purpose kan tí mo fi rẹ́kọ̀dì ìkọ́tà rẹ́kọ̀dì sí ni pé àwọn nǹkan tí bàbá fẹ́ la nídìí báyìí màá ṣàlàyé fún mọ́mí lọ́hùn dáadáa ó yẹ but
ká bá ń gbọ́ tán pé onílé èmi ń ṣó bọ́ọ̀lù náà ṣe ń pè mí.
Àwọn tó máa ń ṣó bọ́ọ̀lù máa ń pè lórí yìí àwọn tó máa ń wà ní PS.
Yes.
Onílé o.
Láti ẹbí security.
Onílé nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yín ò dá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká go straight to the point.
Kì í gba owó lọ́wọ́.
Onílé nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yín ẹ ká go straight to the point.
Ẹ wo nẹ́tíwọ̀kì Nàìjíríà gan ò dá.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká go straight to the point.
So bàbá ń ṣàlàyé fún mi láàárọ̀ ìbáyìí. Yes, bàbá ń ṣàlàyé fún mi láàárọ̀ ìbáyìí wípé àwọn oògùn àwọn wípé àwọn ṣì wá owó wọ́n fi wọ̀n mí lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì níbi tán kó sí wípé àwọn ṣì wá owó táwọn fi ra àwọn kan àwọn ò dẹ̀ tí ì ra àwọn kan kódà wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún mi débi abọ́ tán sì fi ra oúnjẹ jẹ láàárọ̀ yìí nítorí ló ṣì wà nílẹ̀ tí kò tí ì séyàn bá wọn fọ́. Bàbá ní kò ṣe pé àwọn ò ní ọmọ àwọn ní ọmọ bọ̀ ìwọ̀nba tágbára wọn gbé náà ni wọ́n lè ṣe wọ́n ń kàn sáwọn lẹ́ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan ṣùgbọ́n kò débì kankan which is an eyesore lóòótọ́ tá a bá wo surroundings ibi tá a wà yìí a rí i pé kò débì kankan lóòótọ́ so ó kù sí wa lọ́wọ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ tá a bá rí i pé a fẹ́ ṣe láti fi ran bàbá lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀ in case anybody bá fẹ́ engage wọn wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ̀sùn ṣẹ́gun lady ios ní pé sickness wo ló ṣe bàbá.
Sickness wo ló ṣe yín.
Sickness tó ṣe mí ìgbà tí wọ́n ya x-ray fún mi general switch water.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Òsì wọ́n discover mi wípé igbá àyà làrùn tó ń ṣe mí wà.
Ok.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ sà?
Ọmọ yín ni mo jẹ́ sá o, ọmọ yín ni mo jẹ́ o. Mi ò kí ń ṣe sá. Ọmọ yín ni sá o.
Tí wọ́n discover ni wípé igbá àyà mi tó ń ṣe mí wà ní photo x-ray tí wọ́n yà fún mi gbà yẹn.
Ok.
Tó wípé kí n tètè lọ ra àwọn oògùn yìí wípé ìwà tí mò ń hù ládùúgbò ni kí n tẹra mọ́ táwọn èèyàn fi owó ránṣẹ́ sí mi báyìí. So bí ó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn.
University kẹyà ẹ tó wà lọ́wọ́ níbí.
Rárá àwọn náà wọn ò fílẹ̀ fún mi.
General hospital ló dé. Mo kàn béèrè ní bàbá kò sí wàhálà sá.
Ò fílẹ̀ fún mi.
So ẹ mọ̀ kó nílé ẹ bá yẹ ká gbé bàbá sórí kámẹ́rà jù so Camera. Àbí táwọn ọmọ abáde fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ àtàwọn dádì wa Lady IOS Mọ́mí Àjọkẹ́ Mr. Roka dádì wa Mr. Moses Justice for Mohbad anyone there.
Let us stop recording the music.
Okay.
Stop ahead. So for I think halfway ni mo bá yín lórí ẹ̀ lánàá. But Mr. Loka raised a very cogent issue yesterday. Also, bí Nigeria ṣe ń lọ, that he's always his mind, he has, his mind is always with the elderly people in Nigeria. Pé òun máa ń rò lójoojúmọ́ ìyẹn Mr. Loka pé àwọn máa ń rò lójoojúmọ́ pé báwo làwọn people yẹn tiẹ̀ ṣe máa ń survive, àwọn arúgbó wa tó jẹ́ pé kò sí health care, kò tiẹ̀ sí anybody tó ń check on them, especially there maybe even some elderly ones tó jẹ́ pé bóyá ọmọ wọn bóyá kò lọ́mọ pàápàá pé báwo náà tiẹ̀ ṣe ń cope. He was just imagining the kind of situation those people would be. So fortunately, Onile was on the platform yesterday. He now talked about this man, this Baba, that is a person that he knew a very long time. Ní àdúgbò ibi táwọn náà ti gbé rí pé bàbá yẹn bóyá security personnel ni àbí ṣe so pé bóyá ńgbà tí bàbá ṣe tán or something like that pé òun realize pé condition bàbá pé ńgbà tóun wá lọ síbẹ̀ ní last week or 2 weeks ago he now went to visit bàbá, that he was not happy when they saw that man living in a building tó jẹ́ pé igbó ti kún gbogbo ẹ̀, and the only change tó ká mọ́ òun lọ́wọ́ lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ yẹn was 5,000 and he gave it to that man. So when he talked about this Baba as an example, just to support what Mr. Loka said about the elderly ones in Nigeria. So that was when Mommy HRH was okay, that we should see how we can support this man. Pé kí Onílé try láti lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn kó jẹ́ kí àrí bàbá yẹn lẹ́ni, and that is what is happening. So it's just whatever we can do to put a smile on these old people, just to make them live a better life, whatever we can do to support them. We can all see it's glaring and it's obvious.
Thank you, Onile. God bless you. In fact, Onile gan jí lọ sádùúgbò wọn. I really appreciate you.
Be alone. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So, kila nǹkan tí wọ́n máa ní tell you more who obvious àwọn primary thing.
Yeah, primary things tí mo rí pé bàbá máa need àkọ́kọ́ tó ṣe pàtàkì jù ní oúnjẹ. Oúnjẹ at least tí 3 square meal bàbá bá dúró déédéé. Oògùn wọn aráyè ṣiṣẹ́ nígbà kan bá ra oògùn kan bá lò, because tí wọn bá lóògùn tí ò sí oúnjẹ náà nígbà tí wọn kàn ń jẹ gbogbo cells ara níyà ni. So oúnjẹ, then ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ní medications wọn láti dúró déédéé, ìyẹn nìkan náà ni mo rí as primary things.
And the environment could look clean and healthy. Ṣé nǹkan tó lè ṣe sí wa Onílé?
Could look healthy rárá. But since you said primary things, primary things.
Primary things, bí àwọn bedsheet wọn kò change bí àwọn bí
So let me start from here. This is the entrance. This is the road to his house. Facing here. Then this. Yes, àwọn náà ń kọ́ lọ ó ti wà báyìí ti pẹ́ látìgbà tèmi náà tí mo ṣì wà ládùúgbò tí mo máa ń show bọ̀. Kódà fortunately for me mo ṣì máa yà lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tí mo no ṣaláìsí yẹn ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ ló wà lọ́kàn ìní ní 8 days ẹ̀. Ìní ní 8 days ẹ̀. It was exactly last week, Tuesday, ló dàbí pé àsìn wọn, so mo máa yà ń bẹ̀. So like I said, ilé bàbá yẹn rèé. So this is the entrance to the place. Gbogbo ìgbà tí mo wá bí ní last week yẹn, gbogbo ibi tí mo ń gbà kọjá yìí igbó ni gbogbo ẹ̀.
Ètò ṣògo
àárín igbó yẹn ni mo gbà wọ ibẹ̀. So ìwọ̀nba ibi tí bàbá rọra ṣe lẹ́yìn táwọn ń gbèrè ó jẹ́ yàrá kan tí kò ní toilet. Ó dàbí pé bedroom tí bàbá fi hàn mí pé àwọn ti máa wá ń wẹ̀rì níbi ọwọ́ ẹ̀gbẹ́. So ibi ọwọ́ ẹ̀yìn yẹn rèé. Wọ́n ní táwọn bá ti ṣe gá ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń lò bẹ́ẹ̀ táwọn bá ti ṣe gá nínú ilé sínú nylon ibi táwọn máa wá ń jù sí rèé tó jẹ́ bí toilet. So ẹ̀yìn kúnlé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn rèé. So òjò ń rọ̀ ní o ẹ má bínú o òjò yẹn ń ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀. So mo tún ti padà sí inú ilé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Inú ilé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn rèé. Inú ilé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn rèé. So bed tí wọ́n ń sùn rèé. So bàbá fúnra wọn rèé. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún off camera yẹn báyìí.
Mr. Luka. Yeah, bàbá nù ẹ̀ yà àwọn dájà nù ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kí lẹ́rí sọ sí sá.
Yeah, you gotta talk me now first. Okay. Tí ẹ mọ ibi tí mo ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n wo nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ gádà, Well, àti rí bàbá rẹ̀ ti rí environment bàbá. And mo fi pé I need some information. Tàbá lè get any of the family member come on situation of things from their own angle. Okay. Because the most important thing is to provide gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá máa need. I need continuity.
Yeah.
To mama provide the human touch. Ẹnìkan ló máa gbálẹ̀, ẹnìkan ló máa fàwọ̀, ẹnìkan ló máa ṣe gbogbo hygiene. We have to study that even before we start doing things. Because there's no purpose catching after a week everything I pile up. I go back to the former. So now they can try to locate the family.
Okay.
Wọ́n lè máa wà closer to bàbá. Ó lè jẹ́ pé kó wà ní Sokoto àbí kó wà ní somewhere tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè máa reach bàbá. I'm láti mọ some situation tó wà surrounding bàbá. If that is not possible, so Mr. Nile can try to locate somebody tó wà very close sí bàbá tó lè take pé òun lè ṣe àwọn kìíní. Maybe maybe 2 hours in a day to my devote just and to need security.
Mr. Luka.
Mr. Luka, what are you sir? Mr. Olekile, sir. Onile, sir.
Hello, sir. Mr. Luka.
Yeah.
Yeah, a question that Beriano Montreal láti bèrè lọ́wọ́ bàbá, and I want you to hear from the horse's mouth. The Moshene Kemi Suruna, sir.
Onile.
Yes, sir.
You are capable of doing anything. No need karma to
Yes, information can send the same.
Everything to go humanly possible. I can get some facts, come on. Nkontawale said so. I'm okay. Anything tapa ṣe, ó máa wà sustainable. Kì í ṣe pé ká ṣe nǹkan ní wíìkì kí everything back to the same situation. At least a mọ̀ pé a níyàn ní àdúgbò yẹn tó jẹ́ pé ó ń check on bàbá pé òun clean ni òun ṣe ó máa ṣe one or two things tí bàbá máa fi get along. But for now, I'm more I knew there would be some good people around there. Elomi were good, but one the resources. One they donate the moral and their time. That's what you should work on now, even before we start doing anything. But presently, any emergency aid that the most and foremost thing is for food. The food and the medication, and then somebody to just do some little cleaning for Baba. Buba shower and more shower to my filthy. Just somebody to do things like that. Even to Valeri, our local help, to Wabe, to Ekwe, Male Bawa change, Consare share want some cleaning while we think about the no.
Maybe all right. I just ask a question now, Mr. Loka. Because I'm not staying close here. I have to drive about 45 minutes before Kinto Debi by La Roy. So
that's the more reason why I said you should get a local contact.
Yes, I want to know mo gbọ́dọ̀ béèrè mo kọ́kọ́ béèrè nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ wọn sìn wípé àwọn ọmọ wọn ní kan wà ní Kòròdú pé ọ̀nà wọn jìn so àwọn náà kọ́ ló ń bá wa gbọ́ wọn sókè ní according to him. Mo wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn again wípé àwọn wo ló wà ní surroundings níbí báyìí tí wọ́n ń ṣètọ́jú wọn àbí tí wọ́n rò wípé tí a bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n lè wá máa ṣètọ́jú wọn lóòrèkóòrè. Wọ́n wá ní máa kan wà nítòsí àwọn ń bí wípé ìgbéra ni landlord lòun náà póun àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ wípé wọ́n máa ń wú àwọn dáadáa lẹ́ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan wípé so àwọn yẹn tún lè ran àwọn lọ́wọ́. Mo dẹ̀ bí wọ́n pé sọ́n lè máa wá kọ́ máa tẹ́kẹ́ ẹnu ilé kọ́ máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ lóòrèkóòrè wọ́n náà lè ṣe. So nǹkan tí and I will be happy ká ní wípé mo bá lè kọ́kọ́ seek consent àwọn yẹn náà that is ká ní wọ́n bá máa wà nílé so that I can also introduce them straight away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you need to introduce our people here. See what you will try to read our people here could get number one. Then we go from there. We will go to one here. So I want difficulties. I want to take care of. Why explain for him? We go from there. Since people about I want to contact people. Don't check on them and they work with our here. Since they live very close.
All right, sir. I will do just that.
Wọ́n lè need the labour but wọ́n máa need the resources láti fund those things tí bàbá ní. At least tó bá ní labour láti fún bàbá and tó bá get the resources they could do more better and máa fún bàbá ní constant every now and then care, maybe 2-3 times in a week. That's tí bàbá bá ti jẹun sẹ́yìn tó bá ti jẹun dáadáa òun náà need strength láti máa jáde láti máa ṣe some little things for wọn. Ebi gan lára food is medicine. Sometimes most of Nigerian elders food ni most of them need láti get along,
Let me see this so that since we have reached conclusion, Baba, once again, àwọn kan ló rán mi wá síbí bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé mi ní fẹ́ ṣe báyìí màá kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí ọ̀gá mi olórí ẹbí then àwọn tó rán mi wá síbí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí olórí ẹbí the music pivot àti gbogbo ó ní ọmọ kan tó ṣaláìsí recently táwọn èèyàn pa wọ́n pè ní Mohbad gbogbo àwọn tó parapọ̀ tó ń wá justice fún justice team ẹ jẹ́ n kó gbogbo àpapọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àánú ìfún yín ẹ get wọ́n máa rán mi sí yín wọ́n fẹ́ ṣàánú fún yín dáadáa ẹ get wọ́n fẹ́ wá ìtọ́jú fún yín ẹ get so àwọn náà rán mi sí yín mo dẹ̀ ṣèlérí pé bó máa ṣe rán mi sí yín màá wá jíṣẹ́ torí mi náà fẹ́ dàgbà o mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ ká gbà mí kó ṣe dáadáa ẹ get so afẹ́fẹ́ jọ ẹ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹ tí ì rí nǹkan kan pọ̀ ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ ìfọkànbalẹ̀ yẹn kò ń ṣe bíi ti eléyìí tí Tinubu sọ fún wa tá à ń rí nǹkan kan ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ ṣe ti gbọ́.
ọdún láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wa ọdún láti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ stress wà wá.
onílé.
Yes sir.
Jẹ́ kí n make a suggestion ni. Èmi fi pé from the point tẹ́mi wò ni pé we are not going to say we are going to raise millions and millions for Baba. What I think we should be doing is to get Baba the basic necessities of life. Food, Baba already has a shelter. Food, medicine, and all that, all the care tí Baba needs, tí Baba the care side, like daily hygiene and stuff like that, and to Mama provide there. So why can pass impression fún Baba pé we are going to.
àti fún yàn lóúnjẹ lọ́wọ́ iná kò ń ṣe nǹkan kékeré o.
But ṣùgbọ́n ó mọ bó ṣe ń lọ náà táwọn one or two people tó relate mọ́ tó lè just land pé àwọn avenue wọ̀ kan wà tó fẹ́ máa raise owó fún Baba kan fẹ́ wá come back to his life. You understand nǹkan tí mo mean?
Very well, very well.
Yeah. What we are particular about is food, 3 square meals, some close to, him look decent and like that. Because this is something to Mama were regular, like food and, things to make hygiene and all that stuff. But it's not that we are going to raise money for Baba to, not that, but we'll just be taking care of Baba. Baba was stable.
Start thinking of we have owó oúnjẹ báyìí làwọn máa sẹ́ndì sí wa bá fáwọn kan tó nídìí.
Ó dìgbà tá a bá àwọn yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ táwọn yẹn tó bá ó dìgbà sọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá ní bá àwọn yẹn ṣe express willingness láti take care of wa la máa mọ̀ bóyá a máa work pẹ̀lú wọn. Ó depend tó bá ní time wọ́n lè má ní time tó bá ní time tó lè spare fún Baba.
Mr. Loka, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, èmi lérò pé family member ó important ní ayé bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí nísìnyí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pé kó get in touch pẹ̀lú family member náà. À ní ṣe oore ṣe.
Exactly.
Èmi ti wo program kan tó jẹ́ wípé ó fẹ́ jọrú nǹkan báyìí. Bọ̀ nǹkan kí nǹkan téèyàn bá máa ṣe lórílẹ̀-èdè ìlú tá a wà yẹn kí àwọn tó jẹ́ ẹbí wọn kan ìṣẹ̀tà máa lọ tún fi pe ará àta so many things ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú Nàìjíríà. Má di pé àwọn lágbájá kan kinní kan ló ṣe kinní kan. Bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe láwọn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ lórí ẹbí yẹn náà, ìyẹn náà tún dáa.
Very good.
So, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Mr. Onílé. Bẹ́ ṣe ń ṣe àti tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn, ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀rọ ọmọ tọ́jú yín, tí yín ò ní bàjẹ́ àtẹnìkankan nínú wa. So, ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ olórí ẹbí, ní ṣìṣe o. Family member yẹn important. So that an account number, whatever, I mean, if I go into that, but ẹ jẹ́ family member. Forget in touch ẹ ní ṣìṣe o ẹ ní ṣoore tó máa bùn yín lọ́wọ́ nítorí ẹ kú ìfẹ́ràn èèyàn ẹ ṣe ẹ kú ìfọmọṣe bàbá ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ kí lorúkọ wọn bàbá. Àgbọ̀ o ẹ ti mute.
Èmi ni olóyè Ọlátọ́jí Gbádégẹṣin.
Okay. Kò burú bàbá. Ẹ pẹ́ o, àlàáfíà tó ara o. Àìní fojú
Mama,
fún ọmọ ẹrù tàbí amọ̀ kì í tú wọn nígbè ká yín mọ́lé o. So Ọlọ́run á ṣe ìyanu. Ṣẹ gbọ́. Ọlọ́run á ṣe ìyanu. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ bàbá. Àárẹ̀ yín bá wọn.
Mo á dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin náà. Ọlọ́run ní ṣe yín lábì kó àgbà fún àtòbí yín.
Àmín bàbá, àmín.
Àwọn tó bí yín ó jèrè ẹ̀yin náà, ẹ̀yin náà ó jèrè àwọn ọmọ yín.
Àmín bàbá, àlàáfíà sára. Ó sáàdì, ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí ó sáàdì. Ó sáàdì.
Mama Oyo Ọlọ́run.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín. Ó
Ẹ
sáàdì.
jẹ́ kí n respond díẹ̀ sí.
Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mute.
Okay. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi sẹ́yìn?
À ń gbọ́.
Ok. Ṣé rí bàbá sọ pé ó dáhùn tó wà ládùúgbò tán sí kí á?
Wọ́n ṣe máa sọ one or two things tán máa ṣe ní so kò lè jẹ́ lénìí. Ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ lénìí èmi kọ́ ni máa decide fún ẹgẹ́ bọ́ ẹ̀kan wá. Trust pé máa padà wá ṣètì gbọ́. So ẹ bá mi gba ilé ìdání náà. So nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi nìyẹn ẹ má bínú sá.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Onílé. Hello.
Sir? Hello. Yes, sir. Mr. Loka.
Ṣorí àwọn tí bàbá sọ pé àwọn tó wà láround yẹn tó bá get in contact láwọn yẹn kó ní káwọn yẹn náà get in contact pẹ̀lú family member bàbá.
Okay. No, we can actually do it like this. I love that suggestion. Mo lè get in contact pẹ̀lú wọn. Kí n wá tún get in contact pẹ̀lú àwọn family bàbá. So the rightful date tí a bá ti conclude lọ́dọ̀ tí wàtá bá fẹ́ wá síbí, the both parties should be here together.
Exactly, just like Mama Oyo Ọlọ́run sọ pé ká get our family involved, but let the family know that we are getting them involved, not that we are getting them involved that we are going to be pumping resources to them. Should you understand? We are just getting them involved to know that this is what is going on. If they have the time to be coming to be taking care of the old man, they can come. But it's not that we are getting them involved in the aspect where after my pump or see one. Should you understand? So our primary in care, Baba. But I want no more. Got to go on. At our cotton chiffon, Baba. You understand? Just like Mama Oyo said, káwọn náà mọ̀ kó get consent wọn. If they tọ́ba need time, tọ́ba need time, tọ́ba fẹ́ wà involved, we need their time too. That's fine. But ẹ má fún wọn ní pressure pé if they come, we'll start pumping money and all that stuff. Nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Your fees. I understand very well. I understand, sir.
Because only get in contact with the family members, kọ́nà wọn ò ní interest pé kọ́nà wọn ò ní time àti kìíní pé ibi táwọn náà wà àwọn náà struggle àwọn ò ní anything. So at least wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn kan tọ́jú bàbá àwọn. Wọ́n fún wọn ní the basic.
Ó dàbí pé mo sálà títí wà online.
Mama ṣe understand nǹkan tí mo sọ ń sẹ́, a máa get in contact pẹ̀lú àwọn family wọn, a máa wo ipa tán bá láwọn lè kó ń bẹ̀.
Good suggestion.
Kọ́ bá ní pressure pé àwọn kan fẹ́ máa send owó sáwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pé wọ́n fẹ́ máa dáwó kan fún oúnjẹ ṣẹ́gígẹ́.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yín yé wa, gbogbo wa là ń gbọ́, ó yé wa.
Mistake tí àwọn tó ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa concentrate pé.
Ọlọ́run akọ́ wa mọ̀ ọ́ ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ Mr. Lati, wọ́n ti wà online, ṣe ti gbọ́. Ẹ ṣe Ọlọ́run aṣọ yín délé láyọ̀ àtàlàfíà Mr. Onílé ẹ ní rárín fẹsẹ̀ sí ẹ ní rárín fẹsẹ̀ kọ o òkúta wá ṣe Ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe ní tẹ̀lé o àdéhà kún fún àwọn ẹ ṣe Ọlọ́run atọ́jú òdílé tiyín náà. Thank you, God bless you. All right.
Kẹ́lómi náà tún contribute àti àpapọ̀ lórí panel kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́lómi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹlòmíì ní idea tó fẹ́ bring in. Mama Kútọ́nù.
Let's come back. Can you hear me? Okay. I think